Yes, you can enjoy your life, you can wear whatever you want, yeah, but in the same time don't cross the red territory, which is don't do anything which is against your religion, against your culture, against you, against your parents, basically. So yeah, women enjoy basically a lot of freedom. They can talk to guys, yeah, we can talk to guys, we can handshake them to the guys, yeah, it's okay. In the same time, yeah, we can date guys, it's okay, like it's okay if your parents are accept that you have to date a guy.
Omar, we had to get to the dating question, didn't we? So tell us.
I see. And dating question, I think that our country has the same freedom in other countries. It's normal that boys and girls have meetings, have dates in anywhere they want, because we are not very strict in our in our religion. We understand, we respect our religion, but we don't think that we have to push hard on our youths to deny them from the normal daily life, like having friendships with other people, like if they have different sex, if they are girls or men, it's normal. It's like a normal friendship. We don't think that's hard or wrong to make a dating with other sex.
I just wanted to ask you about freedom of a different kind, because there are plenty of newspapers here. Sometimes journalists get into trouble, don't they? They get arrested.
Well, I'm a journalist too, so I know a lot about how freedom works here in Somaliland. I would say Somaliland media, and which accommodates a large number of women also, has 100% freedom. Although there were some incidents that the journalists have been arrested, but the call from the public and from the people releases them. So what releases them from the jail is the call from the people. It's the cry from the call from the public saying, do not let the media freely express their ideas. So there is no single journalist that has been arrested who remains in the jail maybe more than a month. That's the fact. So we have a lot of women in the media. Regarding the question which was asked by the tweets, we have a lot of media ladies. We have ministers who are women. We have teachers and lecturers in the university who are women. We have meeting because the classes, the co-education is implemented here. So we are studying together, sitting side by side. But about the dating, we practice the halal dating, not anything I say.
What is that exactly?
Well, the Somaliland youth have a great respect for the culture and the religion. So I would say halal dating is something that's along the boundaries of the culture and the Islamic religion. So if the guy wants to maybe date with the girl or with the woman he wants, the intention should be to marry that lady. So unless you're ready for marriage, you should not get tempted.
He's absolutely right. If you're gonna date me, you have to think that you're gonna marry me. So yeah, I do agree with him. But sometimes there's the intention to marry the girl, but there's also circumstances that can force the guy don't marry the girl. For instance, that they don't have the same idea or something. But his intention at the first was to marry the girl, of course.
Well, I think some people do have the intention of marrying the girl in their mind, but I think the other half actually just want to date a girl, and then after a while, you know what, I'm done with her, I'm going to move on. I think that's straying away from our religion and our culture. So I think what he's saying is that we should stick to the halal dating.
Yeah.
Yes, me too. I see the same view of my friend here, because man, with marriage you have to make a dating with other girls, so it's the same. There's a connection between this issue. So if you really want to date a girl, you have to put in your mind that this girl is your future wife, and that's all.
Look, you've just got a few seconds left each, and I wanted to ask you just to give a message. What's the one thing about being Somali that's good, and what's the one thing that's bad in the climate that is now, where most people think Somali means you're in trouble?
Actually, I see, and I want to send a message to the world that that there's a question why other people think that we are Somali, that we are a part of Somalia. They have to know, all of them, that we are an independent country called Somaliland, and we are not a state of Somalia. They have to know that, and they also have to know that we are free people. We're not like other brothers in Somalia.
I think that what I want to let the world to know about Somalia is that we are a free country, we are a democratic country. We had regained our independence in 1991 after we have united with Somalia in 1960. And that we are proud that we are a democratic country who have made its own referendum, who have its own constitution, who had made election for 3 times, where we enjoy, alhamdulillah, the democracy which most countries, or African countries, are seeking.
Well, I think that for people to actually think bad of Somaliland is not so good. I mean, they might not be recognized as an independent country, but otherwise the people agree that they are an independent country. They have peace, the people all agree on it, and I think if people think it's an awful place, they should come here and then see for themselves.
Well, I would say, as a young Somalilander, my responsibility is to bridge the gap between the perspective of the other world and the reality on the ground here in Somaliland. I would say to them, Somaliland is peaceful, prosperous, ready for development, is hosting you if you're willing to come here. I personally will host maybe 10 to 15 people to my own house to come and witness what's happening here. So I would say to them, come here, witness what's going on, and do not mistaken the names. The names should not deceive you. Somaliland is 100% different from Somalia. I would say to them, I would be your host. Come and join us.
Look, thank you so much. Khadr Fadl, who's going to have a busy time, I think, if people I don't know how many thousands, millions of people are listening to you, but some of them are on their way. Omar Farah, thanks. Muna Mohammed, who grew up in the UK, but is very happy, she said, to be here. And Nima Osman, law student who grew up in Saudi Arabia. Thank you all very much indeed. Thank you for listening to us. Of course, you can keep your comments coming, and there's more World Have Your Say later here on the BBC World Service.